Hello, welcome to the session of class 9 mathematics. Last class we saw lines and angles, and it was an introduction to lines and types of angles. We have seen all the types of angles like acute, obtuse, right angle, straight angle, and a reflex angle, and also a complete angle. Okay, so let us start with a recap. So the angles, first, if it is less than 90 degrees, we say that has an acute angle. Then if it is equal to 90 degrees, we call it as a right angle. And if it is greater than 90 degrees but less than 180 degrees, we call it as an obtuse angle. Okay, next is, if it is equal to 180 degrees, it is called a straight angle. Actually, straight angle, we'll see a lot about straight angle, that is 180 degrees, that is angles which sum up to 180 degrees. They have special names and we'll be seeing one by one. And angles like this, greater than 180 degrees but less than 360 degrees, we call them as reflex angle. And around a point which is equal to 360 degree, it is called a complete angle, full angle, complete angle. Okay, so these are the types of angle we have seen. So keep them in your mind. All the angles, all are of equal importance, and we'll be using it continuously, and we'll be reading about it. Based on it, we'll be seeing different concepts continuously. Okay, so these are the type of angles we have seen. Now let's see some relations in angles, and within angles some terms used. Okay, see, I draw an angle. AOB. So this is called an angle AOB. Okay, so let me mark a point X here. Okay, I told you it is in the interior region of the angle. So let it be X, and I draw a line to X. We saw in addition theorem, addition axiom, angle addition axiom, angle AOX plus angle BOX is equal to angle AOB, isn't it? So because the total angle is split into two, we can just add them to get the total angle. Okay, now in case if this line, see, the line OX or the ray or the line OX, if it divides angle AOB, if the line OX divides angle AOB into two equal halves, that is, this angle is equal to this angle. If this is 1, this is also angle 1, for example. So these are of, let us take it as x degrees. So this is also x degree. Okay, so when this line divides the angle AOB into two equal halves, so the measure of angle is the same in these two angles. We write it as angle AOX is equal to angle BOX. That is, we can also write angle AOX plus BOX is equal to AOB, isn't it? So that we can also replace it as BOX can be replaced by AOX, since these two are equal. 2 times AOX is equal to AOB. So what does it mean? This line OX bisects the angle. What do you mean by bisecting? Dividing into two equal halves. Okay, so that is what we mean by bisector. So OX is called the angle bisector. So if there is an angle bisector OX, so this divides the angle AOB into two equal halves. So we have a bisector for the angle too. So we you already know we have drawn perpendicular bisectors in your previous classes. You would have drawn perpendicular bisector. Draw a line. See, take more than half, cut two arcs with similar radius, same radius, cut two arcs on the previous arcs and join the line. You get a perpendicular bisector because it is 90 degree and it bisects the line into two equal halves. This is called perpendicular bisector, isn't it? It divides the line into two equal halves. The same manner, the line angle bisector divides the angle into two equal halves. So the two angles are equal to each other. They are equal and one is the same. So we can write AOB as 2 times AOX, or AOX plus BOX is equal to AOB. AOX is equal to BOX because they are same. Okay, you understand? So this is all about the angle bisector. Angle bisector divides the angle into two equal halves. We have seen now. Now let's see some of the relations regarding angle. A, O, B. I've already told you O is the vertex, that is the meeting point of the two lines or two rays which make the angle, isn't it? Now if I draw a line in between with x as some point on it, okay, with x as some point on it, we say that this line, see, angle AOX is there and angle BOX is also there. So we have split the angle in AOB into two by drawing a line in between, x being a point in the interior region of the angle. We have two angles here. Okay, so now what happens is this line or this arm, we say, or the lines or the rays which make the angle as arms, isn't it? I told you in the beginning, these two form arms of the angle. So this line, okay, so if when you better forget this line OA and see, this is an angle, isn't it? So this OX and OB form arms of that angle. Now you forget this point and see angle AOX. So that is, this is one arm and this is one arm for that particular angle. Now when you see with both the angles together, we see that OX is the common arm. What is it? It's called the common arm for both the angles AOX and BOX. Okay. Now the uncommon arms. What about the uncommon arms OA and OB? They are on the either sides of the common arm. See, they are on the other side. They are not on the same side. They are on the other side of the common arm. That you should bear in mind. Okay, so this is the relation between some of the relations in the angle. Okay, while forming during the formation of angle, we have, when we have two angles with a common arm and the other two uncommon arms are on the either side of the common arm. Okay, do you understand? They all have a common point, that is O, which is called the vertex of the angle. Okay, now after understanding the common arms and the uncommon arms, so let us extend our knowledge still further. See, I have a line A, O, B is like this, and I have a line OD. Okay, just imagine this AOA and OB as arms of the angles we have drawn before, and this OD is, so let us name it, let us give the same name so that you will be able to correlate. Now OX is the point in between. We had a point in the interior region of the angle, isn't it? So it is just like that. So you correlate that diagram with this. Now this is the common arm. We have two angles formed here. You understand? Two angles. Here is one angle and here is one angle. This is one, angle 2. Okay. So this angle 1, that is angle AOX, angle 2, that is BOX, have common arm OX. Okay, and the uncommon arms, that is OA and OB, are on the either side of the OX, isn't it? Now when they are, on the same line, see, if they form a same line, when the either sides, the arms on either sides, that is the uncommon arms, which they, when they lie on the same line, they form the opposite lines or rays. If I draw it as rays, they form opposite rays. See, this is in this direction, that is in this direction, if they form a straight line. Okay, so they form a straight line, and OA and OB rays form a straight line, and they are opposite to each other. Do you understand? Then what happens is, see, this 1 and 2, how are they? This 1 and 2, when you add it together, what happens? It gives you a straight angle. Understand? Because this is a line and it gives you a straight angle. Do you understand? So when two angles, okay, when there are two angles adjacent to each other, so these are called adjacent angles. The next term you are going to see is adjacent angles. What do you mean by adjacent angles? Adjacent angles are angles which are near to each other, which have a common arm, and the other arms are on the either side. Okay, so this is generally called adjacent angles. See, for this angle 2, this angle 1 and 2 are adjacent angles. So adjacent angles need not be on the straight line. It is not the condition that they have to be in a straight line. They can be adjacent with a common arm. Okay, so they need to have a common arm, the uncommon arm on the either sides. So that is what we call adjacent angle. But in this case, these two are also adjacent angles. But when these two adjacent angles, fall on a straight line, see, they are formed on a straight line. When they are on a straight line, then those adjacent angles form a linear pair. What is it called? It's called linear pair. So this is very important. Please note, these two angles form linear pair. So when do they form a linear pair? When they fall on a straight line and when they add up to 180 degrees. Okay, so that is what we call linear pair. So when they add up to 180 degrees, what are they? So angles in a linear pair, as we see it in the diagram, are supplementary. So in the last class I told you what do you mean by supplementary. When two angles add up to 180 degrees, their sum is 180 degrees, they are called supplementary, isn't it? So angles in a linear pair are supplementary, that is angle 1 and angle 2 are 180 degrees. Okay, so all linear angles are supplementary. We can say all the linear pairs are supplementary, but are the supplementary angles linear pair? No, we can't say that. Okay, we can draw an angle here and another angle there, and we can say they are supplementary to each other. They need not be adjacent, they need not be linear pair, but all linear pairs are supplementary. Okay, because they fall on a line and they are adjacent to each other. Do you understand? So that is what we mean by linear pair. Angles in a linear pair are supplementary. So you have to note this is very important. Okay, so angles in a linear pair are supplementary because they add up to 180 degrees. Okay, now they add up to 180 degrees. Now how do we prove that the sum of these two angles is 180 degrees? How do we prove it? So we need to prove, isn't it? When we give a statement, we have to prove it. Okay, now what happens is we can prove it by, what I do is I draw a line perpendicular to AB. Let us name it as OC. Okay, so this is 90 degrees. Understood? So now what we need to prove is angle AOX, angle BOX. That is, we need to prove that angle AOX plus angle BOX is equal to 180 degrees. That is what we need to prove. Okay, so now let us draw a line perpendicular to AB. So what I do is I write AOX in terms of the perpendicular line. Okay, so now AOX is equal to, we have two angles split here. See, AOC is an angle and COX is an angle. So this is an angle in between, isn't it? So angle AOX is equal to, so I make it, so this angle plus this angle. So totally you have AOX, isn't it? So AOX is equal to angle AOC plus angle COX. Okay, do you understand? Now what happens? I take BOX. See, even BOX I need to write it in terms of this right angle. So how do I write? I write BOC. Now BOC is a right angle. How do I get BOX from it? I write BOX. This BOX minus this angle will give you this angle, isn't it? So BOC angle BOC minus angle COX. You understand up to this? Okay. So angle AOX is equal to angle AOC plus COX, and angle BOC is equal to angle BOX is equal to angle BOC minus COX. So this angle minus this part will give you this one. Okay. So now what happens is I need to add these two because I need to get AOX plus BOX. So adding these two equations, this is 1 and this is 2. Adding both the equations, what do I get? Angle AOX plus angle BOX, and the common, see plus and minus, it gets cancelled. What I get? Angle AOC plus angle BOX. Now what is AOC? AOC is equal to 90 degrees. And what is BOC? BOC is also equal to 90 degrees. So it sums up to 180 degrees. So now do you understand how we get AOX plus BOX is equal to 180 degrees? See, we have proved that is equal to 180 degrees. Do you understand? So that is how we say angles in a linear pair sum up to 180 degrees, or angles in a linear pair are supplementary. You understand? Or adjacent angles in a straight line. Adjacent angles in a straight line are supplementary, or they form a linear pair. Do you understand? So now with this knowledge we will still extend and we will see some interesting facts. Okay. See, when I draw a line like this, A, O, B, and I have many rays with a common point O here. I can draw any number of lines or rays starting from O. I have many rays now, but we have a single common line. See, a straight line AOB is just a straight line, and on the straight line I have drawn another two rays on the above side, this side above AOB, and below AOB I have drawn OE, OF and OG. So those are the rays. Now what happens is, we know that all the angles add up to 180 degrees, isn't it? So 1, 2, 3. Angle 1 plus 2 plus 3 is equal to 180 degrees, because we know, we have proved it. Angle in a straight line is 180 degrees. We have proved it. Next, this angle 4, angle 5, angle 6 and angle 7. These four angles also lie on the straight line. So angle 4 plus angle 5 plus angle 6 plus angle 7 is equal to 180 degrees. So totally the angle around a point, see, from 1 to 7, when I add both these things, I get 360 degrees. So the sum of all the angles around a point, okay, sum of all the angles around a point is 360 degrees. This is what we extend our knowledge from what we have done before. That is, angle in a straight line is 180 degrees. We know adjacent angles add up to 180 degrees. So along above the line we have 180 degrees. We added all the angles, and below also we added all the angles. It comes to 180 degrees. So 180 plus 180 is equal to 360. So do remember, the sum of all angles, the total of all the angles around a point, even though it is split into many angles, it sums to 360 degrees. Okay, do you understand? Yes. So the next fact we are going to see is, today what we have seen, linear pair in a straight line, they are supplementary, and angle around the point is 360. See, now we have AB line and we also have OC ray on the line, and what I do is, see, BOC is an angle formed and AOC is another angle formed. So we have seen bisector, isn't it? Angle bisector, I've told you, a line which divides the angle into two equal halves. So I draw OD and OE here. So this, what happens is, this OD divides BOC into two equal halves. Okay, do you understand? This OD divides BOC into two equal halves, and this OE divides AOC into two equal halves. Do you understand? So if this is 1, this is 2. So these two are equal and these two are equal. Now what does the theorem says is, so we have two bisectors, that is OD and OE are angle bisectors of what? OD is an angle bisector of BOC and OE is bisector of angle bisector of angle AOC respectively. So when you put respectively, you mean OD is angle bisector of BOC and OE is bisector of AOC. You understand? So OD and OE are angle bisectors, we know. They divide the angles into two equal halves. That too we know. Now what do we know? What we need to learn new is the angle between the bisectors. If the bisectors divide the angles in a straight line into two equal halves, then the angle between those bisectors, that is angle DOE is equal to 90 degrees. So that is what it is. Okay, do you understand? This is an interesting fact actually. So between them the angle is 90 degrees. Now how do we prove it? How do we prove that DOE angle is 90 degrees? So we'll go by the diagram. What we have done here, we'll go by it slowly. Now let us write AOC first. See, angle AOC is equal to what we write? Angle AOE plus angle EOC. But we know that these two are same. Okay, we know that these two are same. So what I write is, I write 2 times COE. Okay, I write 2 times COE because COE is equal to AOE, we know, isn't it? So I write AOE plus EOC as, sorry, I've written it as EOC, isn't it? But anyway, they are same. Let me not confuse you. So I write it as 2 EOC because AOE is equal to COE. Because AOE is equal to EOC. I justify it. Okay, so I got 2 EOC. This is your first equation. Now I write for BOC. What is it, BOC? Now angle BOC is equal to angle BOD plus DOC. Okay, do you understand? Now BOD and DOC are one and the same. We have written here. See, these two are one, isn't it? So I write it in terms of DOC. That is 2 times DOC. This is my second equation. So 2 times DOC because they are one and the same, isn't it? So this angle are same. So I write it 2 times DOC, and this angle are same. So I write this as COE. Okay. So we have 2 equations now. Now what do I do is, see, I have angle AOC plus angle BOC, isn't it? So angle AOC plus BOC. So I write it here. What is angle AOC plus angle BOC? See, please understand carefully. Angle AOC plus angle BOC, since they are adjacent angles on a straight line, they form a linear pair. Since they are a linear pair, they add up, the angles add up to 180 degrees, or they are supplementary, we know. So angle AOC plus BOC is equal to 180 degrees. Now angle AOC plus BOC, I need to add 1 and 2 because we have AOC and BOC. Just add the right side. What we have? 2 times EOC, 2 times EOC plus 2 times BOC is equal to 180 degrees. Okay, do you understand up to this? Now to bring that 2 to that side, now bring the 2 to that side, we have EOC plus DOC is equal to 180 by 2, which is equal to 90 degrees. Now you got it? Now EOC plus DOC is equal to 90 degrees. Now see in the diagram, just refer to the diagram, what is EOC and DOC? EOC plus DOC is nothing but angle EOD, which is equal to 90 degrees. What is EOD? What is EOD in the diagram? It is the angle formed by the two angle bisectors. The angle between the two angle bisectors is what? We have got 90 degrees. This is quite interesting, isn't it? So we draw a line on the straight line, we draw another way so that it forms two angles, that is it forms a linear pair. Okay, so in those two angles I draw bisectors. I divide the angles, I divide the adjacent angles into two equal halves by drawing angle bisectors. Now we find the angle between the bisectors. Between the bisectors we find the angle and it comes to 90 degrees. So it's a quite interesting fact that it forms a right angle. The angle bisectors of the angles in a linear pair form 90 degrees. Okay, do you understand it nicely? So do and revise this concept once again, see the video 1 or 2 times so that you will be able to understand. Okay, so we'll meet in the next class. Until then, keep practicing. It's bye from Anand.